we are going to continue with Grumpy Grey Dad's adventures. The testing station is next. If it loads in a queue. Hope everyone's good. So we left off in the trade post. There we are. And we've got several quests. So, yeah, testing station number 2. Kills and tower not going to happen. Trooper basics is to unlock the trooper class. And I've got to kill several people, but they're dotted all over the map. So we'll do that a little bit later. We've got a planetologist to unlock the planetologist skill tree, which is also in Imperial Testing Station number 2. And vial retrieval, which is also in Imperial Testing Station number 2. So 3 quests all pointing to the same place, which is very good. Imperial Testing Station number 2 is directly ahead. I don't have a vehicle yet, which is annoying. But after being in here, I should actually be able to get one. I don't want to hurt myself too much by falling off cliffs if I can help it. Like that. We've got a full litre jon of water, so we're all good. 500 metres away. Let's cross the desert. So this would be the game's version of a dungeon. We should also have an empty inventory. That's not bad. Because we're going to pick up a lot of stuff from in here. But dungeons aren't instanced in this, so if someone's already gone through it, there'll be corpses. They do tend to respawn pretty quick, but I have run through this in the past, and there's just bodies, so it's easy. But loot is instanced, so if there's a quest item on a body, then anyone can loot it. It's not a case of waiting for them to respawn and stuff, so that's quite handy. Because I hate it when games do that. Looking at you, World of Warcraft, although you may have changed it since I last played, which was quite some time ago. I think a lot of MMOs do that, to be honest. There we are. Slam into the wall. Nothing else here.
Has been acting real strange since finding that corpse with the Telexu satchel. I don't trust him. Keep an eye out next time you're out on a salvage run. If he starts acting weird, dart him.
Right, so I can't go in there because I'll need a pentashield key. That's why it's red.
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2. I am the station supervisor, Dr. Rommel Greer. The ultimate mission of these stations is to find or engineer botanical species capable of thriving in the extremely arid conditions of Arrakis. A true challenge, as I'm sure any visitor who has traveled through the barren rocks and sand above will agree. Our first task has been the installation and testing of retrap units, capable of reclaiming moisture from the atmosphere. I'm pleased to report complete success, both with the installation and functioning of these devices. The thriving vegetation you will find within these halls is a testament to the success of this system.
You gonna come out? I'm not gonna go in. Oh, there you are. Right. There were chests and shit hidden everywhere. But I remember what the paleontologist said before he sent us here, was that they were all acting a bit mental. Fill my blood bags as I go.
I thought I could trust Juice. But I know now that he's part of the plot, eh? I heard the worms out in the desert whispering to him last night, and the bastard whispered back. I didn't. They're all in league against me. All of them. But they won't get me. I get them.
Okey-dokey. There we are. There'd be one somewhere.
You leaving these messages all right? It's for the worms, isn't it? Yeah, worms. Oh yeah, your belly, it was full of worms, those big red ropey worms. But I let them out, didn't I?
Oh, was he one I killed? Yeah, he was. Sandstorm coming in, but luckily I'm in here, so I'll be safe. Saw someone else.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I will take all of your blood. Ha ha ha. There's people down, so they're down. Search all around first. Make sure I haven't missed anything. There's the steps down. Don't want to go down just yet. If there's a little room over here I haven't explored. Who was that? Oh, there you are.
Sector weather. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, I've already filled the blood bags. Pretty good. That's a lot of blood. Well, for this part of the game, that's a lot of blood. Later on, it's fuck all. I'll fill my inventory up with blood bags. That would be silly. What do we got in here then? Oh, there's one quest done. Let's drink some water. Mark 1 power pack, which is better than the improvised power pack I've got, but it's damaged. You can see its health bar there. That's a point I should point this out really, because it's the same on the Mauler pistol. Right, so everything has what's the word I'm looking for? It can degrade basically. So the more you use it. So even the blood bags here, you can see it going down out of 100. This one I found. Obviously these items I found. Now you can repair items, but when you do, you get the red bar. So it can only ever go up to the red bar. So that'll only ever go up to 58. That'll only ever go up to 92. But every time you repair it, the red bar gets bigger. So you've got to decide whether it's worth repairing it or just building a new one. So it depends what it is and how difficult it would be to buy a new one.
Don't sleep. That's when they come for you. Low on guards. Don't sleep. They're watching. Find a knife or maybe a hammer. Either would be good, but both is better. Just don't sleep. Don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Alright, crazy bastard. Right. So what quests have been done? Done that. So I've just got to deliver it, so that poison snooper's fine. Minimic film? Vitals, okay. Ready to go down now. Show me the quest markers on the map, but is there an actual map? No, I don't think so. There's no map when you're inside one of these places, so. Okay, so that's where we want to go eventually, but let's just make sure I've got everything around here first.
Beneath the hill where the fox runs lightly, a dappled sun shines brightly. Where the fox runs lightly,
Okay. Random. You stand there and make weird fucking noises at me. I'm going to shoot you. Ooh. Blue ID card. Always nice. No, stop climbing on shit. Random. Secret door. Okay. Money. Imperial Testing Station records. So that's the mimic film that the paleontologist wanted me to get. So advanced servox and particle capacitors. They're all crafting materials used in the construction of vehicles. And it's like before, in the previous episode, sometimes you've got to go back to an area, like the crashed ship, if I wanted to get bits to make more weapons, and then you farm it. Weirdo. So it's just a vial zone, I think, in this place. It's too high. Can I let you? I can let you. Bad guy. There's a shield. Not as tough as you think, eh?
Once the beast has made his selection, return the remaining items to Bijaz at once. Exercise all due caution in the handling of these items, as the bioagents contained within are unstable and may prove extremely hazardous.
That was effectively the boss of this little dungeon.
Yeah. So then he comes in there saying, "Hey, boss, what's that weird smell? That weird smell? Just like that, he does, just like that, yeah? Yeah, and then he says, what's wrong with the plants in here? They look sick. Maybe we should trim them back." That's what he said. He said that. Those exact words, that's what he said. He said, trim them back. Trim them back! Oh, yeah. So you know what I did? I trimmed him back. Oh, yeah. I trimmed him back real good.
And here's the loot chest for the dungeon. So, what we got? Emperor's Wings. Some spiced infused copper dust, always good. And then sandbike tread. Passive suspenser belt. This is what you want. Right. So Emperor's Wings. The Emperor's Wings is a suspenser belt. I like the passive suspenser belt because is it automatically equipped it? It has. So when you basically, I could jump off a ledge and it would just like slowly drop me down. But it's yeah. Right. So my next main mission across the gap is to fabricate parts for a sandbike. I do have some parts already, but I'm not going to use them. I'm going to build new ones. I should have enough bits for that, and if not, I'll just come back in here and get more. Right. So this is where I came in.
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2.
Now, this bit's easy to miss, but as we came down the stairs at first in the dungeon, there was a pentashield that we couldn't access. And now we can. Nothing groundbreaking in here, but it's all more of the advanced servox and particle capacitors. Right, sorted. All done, nice and easy. I've gone completely the wrong way. And we can leave. Right, so we want to hand these quests in. Because once you built the sandbike, I can get around a lot easier. So we can do the trooper quests. But also, it makes gathering things a hell of a lot easier. Plus, I'll show you, rather than spoil it, what else it can do. Get up there. Right, ideally, I'd want enough fuel cells to power a week, assuming I stream this on a weekly basis, because it's at max capacity now. Well, it was at max capacity last week, which is 20 days, 21 days, and if I just top it up each time we play, then I haven't got to worry about it, the shield running out on the base. That's the theory behind it. I might as well gather as I go. Because I've got some inventory space left. My aim is shit on those things. Right, where are we going? Over there. Pick you up. I can hear you, Mr. Wormy. So, like, you can see at the top, the compass at the top in the middle of the screen. You've got these things here, which are obviously these. And we know what they are because we've already gone into some down here. So Blue items picked up in the blue bit there. Green items over here. That's one of the quests for killing one of the people. As you can see. Kill that one and another one will appear. There's one there, one here, one over here somewhere. But they're miles away. These haven't been to. So you want to kind of visit everything. But yeah. The scavenger camp. I'll go to the scavenger camp. We can do that. We'll find it.
Reveal yourself.
Oh, there you are. Hello. Right, now if I jump off, okay, the suspenser field activated. I'd like to get a new one, because that one's not going to last very long, but I guess we'll be able to unlock that at some point. I'm going to gather as many random bits as I can, fill all the chests up in the base. Fuck it, these are right here. I might as well just do it and get it overdone with, so I've got to come back here. They're out and about. Basically, with a suspense field, I should no longer take full damage as long as the fall isn't too great. Because if you can see it, but in the bottom left where my health bar is, below that, above it you've got the stamina meter, which is the green one. Below it you've got the yellow meter, which is my power level. And when I use it, that bar, it eats up my power, and because I've only got an improvised power pack, I haven't got a lot of power. So my suspenser field will last as long as my power supply does. So I can survive full damage from that sort of height. Did you just fucking... See, your aim's as terrible as mine. I was just cutting through these. Will give you micro sandwich fabric. Every time I hear micro sandwich, I just think of a tiny English pit bull. English bulldog, sorry. Sandwich. I can't suck their blood out because my blood packs are full. That's fine. Right, the reason they want me to build a sand bike is because the next place to go is that way. And there's a big fucking Vermillius Gap. You see a sandworm moving across there. The sand moving behind it. That's a big distance. If I tried it on foot, I'd get killed. There's just no way of making it. So you need a sand bike to get you across. And even then, it's fucking... Hello, mate. Thank you very much for the resub. Thank you for joining. How are we? Right, he's going to say something in chat. And then the shout out will start. And then we've got to wait like half an hour for his clip.
Hey, you got some poo egg.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
PD, put the guns down!
I didn't even
LSPD,
shoot!
Put the guns down!
Put the guns down.
I didn't even shoot. I got caught in the crossfire.
30 months.
All I saw was you guys fucking shooting.
I weren't shooting.
Over 2 years.
Well, I saw your buddy shoot.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Tired, but wired. I always am when I start playing a game. The game that I want to play, anyway. And not sort of like go, oh, Alright, I'll play it because I've started. So, yeah. I'm good. And that, you know, pumped from what we were talking about in WhatsApp. Oh. Inventory is now full. That's okay. I'm going to sell the crap or the partially used items to the bloke in the up here in the trading post, because I'm not going to use them. You do later on get like a recycling unit where you can put things you don't want into it and disassemble. No, disassemble Johnny 5. And get like some resources back from it. I'd wait if you're not, because I've read it on the 26th of May they're doing a server migration. So, yeah, that's going to be shit. Because you don't know. I don't know if there's a list of what servers they're closing and what ones they're not. So, right, let's sell some stuff, because if I get quest rewards, I might not be able to actually get them.
You keep...
Sell. Maybe we'll sell... You. Maybe we'll sell... You. Keep all of that. Was that all I can sell to him? Still, that should have freed up some space. Fuck all really, but there you go. Okay. Shit. I know what we didn't do. Let's go see the planetologist. Sandbike engine Mark 1. Okay. And sandbike tread. Yeah, I didn't go plan the planetologist question. I'll build a sand bike and then we can get over there a bit quicker anyway, so we'll go do that. That's fine. Ugh. Okay. That way, yes. Because the game will go, build your sand bike, cross the Vermillius Gap, go into the next section, go into the next section. And I'm like, I haven't got everything from this section yet. It's always pushing you forward. So you need to push back a little bit. Did you not just... This is why I need to get the trooper fucking thing unlocked, improve my aim, because it's shit. Right, let's go across the desert. You can't outrun a sandworm on a sandbike, but you can cross a lot quicker, so the chances of dying are slimmer, I suppose, is the best way to put it. There you go. Can't pick anything else up. My inventory is full. Let's go drop shit off. Empty the blood bags. Build a bike. There's the base. Isn't she beautiful? Hi, honey. I'm home. Right, 13 days, refuel, 20 days. Sweet. Right. Yeah, water's at full. So, I can deposit all blood. But it won't do anything because I need to build something to put the water in. To store water, basically. What are you doing? Nothing. Okay. What we got here? Oh, that's copper ore. Scrap. Plant. Copper. Stone. Right, let's put you in there. I'm not keeping these. There as well. Orange stuff. Green stuff. Blue stuff. Okay. So we need to research. Small chemical refinery. Right, so we're going to need to build a welding torch. So we can build a welding torch is what you're going to use to repair vehicles, build vehicles and repair vehicles. It's like welding wire is used to repair vehicles. So alright, so we need copper ingots. Now, so you need the hull, the chassis, the engine, the PSU, 3 treads, and then you can build the inventory. So you can store things in the bike. It sits on the back. It's like a back box on a moped. So you can store things in it. Now later on, you get like a vehicle storage tool. So you can sort of zap, like a poker ball, so you can zap your fucking vehicle away. But if you've got anything in that inventory, you can't store it. So if I'm going on a gathering, literally just gathering resources, it's great. But if I'm going to go into a dungeon, I don't want to leave the bike parked outside, because if a sandstorm comes along, your bike's going to get wrecked. But you can't zap it away. Oh, hi, Walk Indeed. How you doing? Thanks for coming back. How was your week? Frosty Tools is set off usually on a shout out and stuff. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, I've just seen that. So, if I do... Oh, let's turn caps lock off. Don't know why that's on. That. It should. Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? Weird. I'm not sure why that didn't work. Should we give you a shout out? Odd. I don't think I've ever played it, to be honest. Right, anyway, let's... I need copper ingots. I can build 139. I don't need 139. How many do I need? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's make about 50. Okay. Parkour and zombies. That sounds pretty fun, actually. You streamed it, though, didn't you? Does that just come up? I don't know why it's not letting me shout you out, though. That's annoying. But I can set it up on... as soon as to give auto shout out, so when you first speak in chat, it will automatically shout you out. I'm not sure why it didn't work this time. Have you not? Dying Light stream from 5 days ago, it says here. Why won't it let me shout you out? That's very odd. Weird. Okay, so we're rebuilding stuff. I've got ads coming up shortly. I can actually drink from this. Should let that refill a bit. Right, so now I should be able to start building stuff. But you need advanced servox for this and that. Oh, I was just out of my calculations. 3 more copper ingots. Right, ads coming up. So I'm going to run those. I won't build any more or do anything else. And we'll see you. Hi, sorry for the delay in coming back. Thanks for sticking with us for the breaks. For some reason, it wasn't playing Spotify like it should have been, so I apologise for that. Anyway. So we've made what we need to make. Did we make this? No. Okay. Was it playing Spotify during the break? I think it was. It was just very quiet. I have to look into that. Don't get me started on technology, man. It's a nightmare. Okay. In that case, I apologise. It should have been. Maybe the channel's not set up right. Okay. Let's build our bike, shall we? So, 5. There it is. We have a bike. Vehicle modules are customizable additions for your vehicles. They range from additional inventory space to weaponry to tools such as additional sets of mounted mining rigs. You can get a back seat that sits on there so you can carry passengers, like one passenger. So that's your bike. But you need to fuel it. And I can't make fuel yet because I don't have the right stuff. So here, small chemical refinery. What can I hear playing in the background? Weird. Fuck it. Bear with me a second. Get out. Sorry about that. Bloody cat in my room. Right. Ah. So now I've reached a certain point where I can research other things. Beta John. Water system. Right, iron products. Right, here we go. So I've reached the point in the game where, because I built a sandbike, I can hear myself. What the fuck? Got echo. There you go. Yeah, so because I built a sandbike, and I was playing like with a tutorial on, it wants you to, the area I'm in at the minute, South Hagger Basin, it wants me to build a bike to cross the Vermillius Gap. And that's your tutorial done. So the schematics to research are locked behind that sort of quest progression. But once you reach this point, it takes the training wheels off. So now I can research anything. So if it's got this purple or pink thing over it, that means it's locked behind the overall story. Because there is an overall story behind this. And that'd be the same if I didn't have the tutorial. So you've got to progress through that. If it's got this over it, it's locked because it requires intel spent 25 out of 100. So 100 intel. I've spent 25 total. You spend intel by building stuff. So I can build the Kirab still suit, but it's an ion product. This is the next tier up. All the way down to plastinium, so you can see everything now. Same with weapons. I can build the Mauler pistol. All iron products are going to be locked behind the next bit of the quest. Or me crossing the Vermillius Gap. So, there we go. The Solido replicator. Point this to existing base to store a blueprint copy. Use again to place a projection of the saved base in a different location. You can use a construction tool to rebuild the base. So what this would do is, if I wanted to build another base somewhere else, I could literally scan my base and then just use this tool again somewhere else, and it put a blueprint down, and if I've got the materials in my inventory, you just build it straight away. It's a lot quicker. Recycler. Here we go. A better cut array. That's what we want. And the Power Pack Mark 1, which is what we had access to, but it was a damaged version, so now we can build the actual version. And as we've spent enough points, we can actually unlock the base reconstruction tool. But you need iron ingots, which we don't have. So this tool didn't exist up until recently. So this can save and restore structures. So, which is the vehicle backup tool. You know what I said, like a Pokeball, so I can store it? That's what this is. Your vehicle backup tool. And then you've got the back seat there. Can't use the iron products yet. And I can't unlock any of these. If you look here, there's the sand, because I've just built the sandbike Mark 1. Iron products is Mark 2, Mark 3. And they're just slightly better. Look, there's the buggy. Yeah, sandbike booster, so it makes you go quicker. Inventory Mark 2, slightly bigger. And you can put a scanner on the front, so you can scan the area and see what resources will appear on your minimap. The buggy, 4 wheels, a lot bigger. You put a cut array on the top, and the storage on the back, it holds a fuck ton. And then you've got the tread wheel and the ornithopter, and then you've got different types of ornithopters down here. So carrier ornithopter, sand crawler, assault ornithopter, and scout ornithopter. Can't build them for a while yet, obviously. Garment augmentations. Okay, that's new. I don't really want to build the back seat, but as you can see, Intel spent for steel products always 100 to unlock it. And then you can see here how much they cost. That's 5, it's 1, 5, 10, 15, and then it gets more 30. I've got 8. Passive suspenser belt, that's what I want. And a glow tube. I'm not going to build a glow tube, but anyway, so 40 out of 100 now. Can't build that anyway. I'll unlock that because I can. I'm not going to build one. I've never used it. Same with that. I could unlock this, but I can't unlock it because I only got 3 intel points. What I really want to do is build that. I need copper ingots for that. Passive suspenser belt. I need copper ingots. Copper ingots. Everything's copper ingots, obviously. Liter John. I don't need to build. See, Liter John there holds 1,000 water, but I've got this, which is, because it's a purple item, it's much better. So it holds 1,500. So I don't need to build a Liter John. I could, but I'm not going to. See, this is at full, so what I need to do here, this is where it gets interesting. Right, cut array, we'll get rid of that in a minute. I need to go to base building, utilities. Why can't I build that? Copper ingot. Of course it fucking is. Storage, copper ingot. So this would right. So you, if you haven't got enough materials, you can place the outline of it. I'm going to put you there. So when you do get enough materials, you can then build it. So we're going to need a fuck ton of copper ingots, I guess. Build 86. Might as well just fucking do the lot. Right. So it wants us to build a small chemical refinery. I need 45 copper ingots for that. This is why I'm going to start putting shit upstairs. Because this and the other things are going to start pushing me over my limit on the power generator. So I'm going to need to build another one. So I need to create space for that. And the power generators are going downstairs and everything else will be up here. So I might as well build this up here and start moving things. You work in IT, so you get to deal with plenty of technology. Fair enough. I work in a retail, and it's shit. I always thought I should have gone to get the qualifications for IT. But never did, because I'm stupid. This is 45 copper ingots just for this. That's quite hefty. But I need this to make the fuel, so. A large fuel cell in there, fuel on the bike, and then I can take it out and do stuff. So construct or interact with a small chemical refinery, refine a small or medium-sized vehicle fuel cell. I will do a medium-sized because it's obviously bigger, but it uses more resources. It lasts longer though. And then I'll build the engine and the 2 treads that quest wants me to build, and then we can do the other quests. I will try to keep things like just gathering stuff to a minimum on the stream. I don't mind doing it off stream because it's boring. You know, see me just walking around fucking. Oh, I need copper. I'm going to go around looking for copper and shit. It's boring. So I'll try to just keep that to doing it off stream. I won't do any quests or anything or go anywhere. Just gather stuff. Right. Medium-sized vehicle cell. We need fuel cells 45. Haven't got enough. Antique water. Here we go. Lubricant. Industrial grade lube for T-bore. This is TBD oil. Cobalt paste. Silicone block. All of this is used much, much later. We need fuel cells. We don't have enough. So we have to go get some. So we need a bike for that. Whilst that's going on, I am going to attempt to move stuff. Come with me. I'm going to plonk you in your own little... Right, now they will automatically fill up. It's just extra storage. That's the way it looks at it. You'd think that soon. Do you use? Have you ever used that? Have you turned it off and on again? Was it plugged in? What's the stupidest IT support story you have? I thought that Romlim's penchant for pissing on stuff is a throwback from how Nosy deals with IT support issues. Ooh, oh dear. How the fuck did that? Was someone watching porn or something? Download something stupid. Oh, this is so long, man. Can I move this whilst it's doing? I can. Very good. Where shall I put you? Oh, so it's just plonk you there, really. You're still going? Oh, fuck me. Right. Okay. So we could have a problem here. Yep, I need a fuck ton of copper. Yeah. And fuel cells. Ugh, annoying. I haven't even got the decent cut array. Fuck's sake. Might as well get you whilst I'm here. Get copper and fuel cells. Okay, remember what I said about gathering is going to be boring, I'll do it off stream? I lied. But it's going to have to be times that I've got no choice but to do it. And this is one of them. Okay, you two are now talking in a language I don't understand, so that's cool. I learn stuff by watching it. Bear with. Sorry about that. Kids. Who'd have them? Fuel cells. Fuel cells. Aha. Right over there. For fuck's sake. There's one. Yoink. Since at this point I should have switched back to the still suit because I'm not actively fighting people. I'm running around the fucking desert. Any fuel cells over here? See, the cut array that I researched would do the same thing. Oh, yeah, I got some more intel points so I can research some more stuff. We'll do the same thing as the one I've got now, but I would get more, like from here, for example. I got 40 copper ore, good efficiency. But the cut array I've researched This is an improvised cut array. That's the actual one that you're going to build. I'd get more than 40 from the same node, if that makes sense. And that's how it works. Obviously, to get iron, I would need a better cut array than that one, and so on and so forth. And then that one that can do iron, I could come back and get even more copper because it's like super efficient. So it's always in your interest to keep up with the tiers that are available. I'll just gather what I can whilst I'm out here. It's always going to come in handy. My inventory's not full yet. Getting full out, that's good. Oh my god, really? Fuck's sake. Also, when you scan it and that line appears, to cut along, you want to cut along it as best you can because you'll get slightly more. I fucked it up on the one that was on the wall and I got 36 instead of 40. Not a massive, you know, game breaking thing or anything, but it's always worth trying. Right, hopefully that's going to be enough. What's left in my inventory? Blood and shit. Okay, let's go up here. Like 114 of them. Right, now I can make this. I've got 61, so... Also, see, this is filling up as well. See here, the water capacity is 1,000, so this is full. But the capacity circuit, which includes this is 5,000. But add the 1,000 to this, and it's 6,000. So this is why this is still going, and it's now filling this up instead. So I can deposit more blood, and it will still go. Because this holds 6,000 total. So when this is all the way done, this will be full. But that's why I need another one of them. Because as you've seen, some crafting uses water. Right, so this is the recycler. I think my base shield's just gone offline. Yep. That's what I mean. You need another one of these. Now, it's dropped to 15 hours because I need to pump fuel cells into both of them. Let me out. So, yeah, that's a pain in the bum. Right.
That's it, Off-Worlder. You're ready. I'm waiting at Mirzabah. That's the great rock formation that looks like a giant hammer. Be careful. Vehicles are fast, but nothing can outrun Shai Hulud. You can only hope to get between safe areas more quickly. I'll see you soon.
Okay, so refuel. So, you can't see it because it's beneath my video thing, but there's like little stats for the bike where you've got wear and tear and damage, and there's a fuel indicator as well. So I'm at 100% fuel at the minute. A new beginning journey complete. So drive north to the Vermillius Gap, research the advanced construction kit. Constructor interact with an advanced sub-thief console. That would be the next quest to build your proper base, the big base, but that's the one where you've got to pay taxes on and shit like that. Which obviously I don't want to do. Okay, so if it'll let me get one of you in there. Perfect. Right, whilst I'm here, we're going to start getting this done. Because once you've got an ornithopter, I can go anywhere on the map. I mean, technically I can go anywhere on the map with the buggy, although it's slow, and crossing the Vermillius Gap is fucking scary in that thing. Because it takes quite a lot of resources to make, and if the worm's going to eat it, you'd be quite annoyed. The bike's obviously quicker and it's scary enough on the bike. So, can I go above that? Exceeds building height limits. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, this will be a temporary fix for the rooftop, because eventually, not for a very long time, but when I can build an ornithopter, I'll be able to build a pentashield. So you saw it, like I need a pentashield key to get through the sort of shielded doorways in a dungeon. And things like that. You can get one for your base as a doorway. And you can get horizontal and vertical ones. So I'd put a horizontal one across here on the roof, and then I could just fly my ornithopter in and I would park it in here. And this bit's going to be where all my shit is. And then here, including this bit, those two there, as well as this, that'd be 4 pentashields there, because the buggy needs all this space to get in because it's big. And then you've got a small base that you haven't got to pay taxes on that can actually store all your vehicles. And if you're very careful about spacing, you'd be able to get a spice refinery in there as well, because they are very big. Right, we need... Alright, so circuit capacity is now 11,000. Deposit all blood. That's it. They're clear, that's good. I don't want that. I don't want that. You can fuck off as well. Okay. See, this cell I used to fuel the bike. So here we've got the yellow bar would be how much the cell holds. So I'd keep hold of that, and every time the bike fuel gets low, I just top it up with this. So what I want to do is get all the things I don't want to keep and recycle them. I've got a fuel cell there. I'll have that anyway. Orange stuff. So I want to keep that. So get rid of them. Get rid of them. And I should be able to recycle all of that stuff into their component parts. So I could recycle this, but it'll just give me plant fibre, so you don't want to recycle that because I want a particle capacitor. You've got to be careful what you click on. Same with this. I could break that down into salvage metal, but I don't want to do that. It's easy just to hit here and spam spacebar, but then you just fuck yourself up. Right, let's go and store what I've got, hopefully. Right, actually it wouldn't let me recycle that, that's a shame. I've still got to recycle that one. Right, so I need to build that. 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 See, this one can... Last man, Jeff. Thank you very much for the follow. If you followed, just so you can say something in chat. That does happen occasionally. I know I've got... I think I'm buying this on sale, 25 quid at the moment. Not traditional. No, it's not. Think of it as a survival game that has multiplayer elements. When it first came out, it was very, very much PvP. And that pissed a lot of people off. Because people were banding together in guilds and kicking the crap out of people like me that just want a survival game. So there are online elements. Same age. Huh? No, the channel. I've got the channel set that you can only talk in the channel if you follow. Follow only chat, but that's to stop the spam. I wouldn't. It's not an MMO by any means at all. Some servers are more active than others. To the point, though, they're actually on the 26th of May. They're actually merging servers to get rid of the low population ones. And they've now changed it so that there's PvE focus servers and PvP, because there were PvE zones and PvP zones, but the end game was all PvP. So, and it takes a long time to get to the end game. So you get to the deep desert with your ornithopter and everything, and you're trying to mine spice blooms, and then a guild will just turn up and beat the shit out of you and take all your stuff, and it's just not fun anymore. And the whole... when you've got to deal with the Landsrat later on. I don't know how much of Dune lore you know, but the politics of it, when you pick a like a house to side with, I suppose, and there are rewards for basically fulfilling tasks for the different houses, and because of the PvP element, single players weren't getting a look in, small groups weren't getting a look in, so they have balanced it quite a lot since then. So definitely not an MMO. Think of it as a survival game with online elements is the best way to put it. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, you can do this on your own. It would take longer, for sure. It's a lot easier when you're with people. I played with Nolsey, who's in chat, and Watsy, who's not in chat at the minute. The three of us got the game on launch day. We played it together, and we've got quite an impressive base. But the trouble is, like most survival games, is that there's a constant upkeep. So once you build your base, you put a power generator, and it has a shield over it to protect you from sandstorms and stuff, and you have to fuel the generators with power cells, and obviously that runs out, and if you run out, your shield drops, and if you're offline, sandstorm comes along, your base is destroyed or damaged. Same with vehicles and things like that. You've also got to pay taxes on the bigger bases, otherwise you get in trouble. So that was annoyance for a lot of people, and a lot of people stopped playing because of it. But since then, they introduced, because you build vehicles in this, and you have a vehicle storage tool, which I've just built actually. Think of it like a Pokeball for your vehicles. You can't store your buggy in there; it's too big. But you've got a sandbike, which is one of these. Okay. Now I've just built. There it is. So I'll show you exactly what it is. Good timing actually. So there's your bike. You want to store it. So store vehicle. So it's now in my Pokeball, and then I can bring it back. You can't do that with your buggy, it's too big. You can do it with an ornithopter. So you can travel to, like, say, a dungeon, store your bike and go into the dungeon. Because if you don't and just leave it outside and a sandstorm comes, you'll be fine, but your bike will get trashed. That sort of thing. Now, the bike does have an inventory. If there's something in the inventory, you can't store it. But what they've introduced, because a lot of people had the same problem I've got, and that what you've just seen, the upkeep, is that they've got a tool just like that, but you can store your actual base now. It takes it off the map, so someone else could build there. So if you've got a base like that chap up there's built. And some people build it like around cliff faces and stuff, which you can do. You might have a bit of problem if you restored it and someone had already built there. But like mine, it's just a box on a flat surface. So I could store this, and then I could stop play for as long as I want, and then come back, use the same tool, and plonk the base on any space big enough for it, and carry on playing. So they've introduced these things because people were complaining. So it does have that longevity now for me. If I want to stop playing, I don't feel obliged to have to log in every month. So, no worries, man. This is part 2. Part 1 was last week. It is on YouTube. Not that I'm plugging my channel, but I am plugging my channel. And it is just... I played it, the beta, and I played it on launch day and stopped playing for exactly the reasons I've just described. I then thought, you know what, I'm going to stream it properly. So, this is from the beginning. I am in the starter zone, which is here. The whole map is this, but this is just this sort of area map. There is a world map. I don't know if I can get there from here, actually. How would I get there from here? Can I get there from here? Right, so here's your land strat stuff. Lands red. All the different houses. I'm not going to go into it too much because that comes later. There are guilds, different players on the server. And then you've got your communinet. So broadcast channels, like radio stations. I can't listen to any yet. But we've got music and stuff like that, so you can all turn all that on. I don't think I can get into the world map from here. That's a shame. But yeah, the world map is like different areas, zones, that sort of thing. The deep desert is pretty cool. And you gather resources. Have I built the fucking proper one? Why am I doing it that way? Like so. See, last time I was getting 40 for good efficiency, now I'm getting 48, so it gives you an idea of it's better to use the decent ones. Right, so I want to swap that out. There we go. No, I don't want you there. I want you there. You there. Construction tool. Let's put you there. Construction tool can go there. But if you like, sorry, Devs, I'm not new to this after Conan. Yeah, I think it's more to simulate. It's part of the storyline, part of the lore. I mean, are you au fait with the lore? Joined at a good time. What, the stream? Yeah, well, so I'm sort of like showing people the game, and it's still, you're still in the starting area, but I am about to leave it. So, I mean, if you wanted to watch, again, I'm sorry, so it does sound like I'm just plugging the channel now. But I said part 1 is on YouTube, character creation, up to like the base building and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to watch it. There's a Discord. If you had any questions, I'm happy to answer them for you. I just want to get people into the game, to be fair. I'm never going to be a famous YouTuber or Twitch streamer or anything. I just love the game and gaming in general. And if people had questions about it, and I'm like, yeah, man, come and play it. I'll tell you what server I'm on. Come and join me, because I can just give you access to the base and give you that sort of boost. Cool, I hope you do. But yeah, I mean, say the game's 25 quid at the minute. That's actually pretty good. Right, let's see if I can attract a worm so you can see what it looks like. As you can see, the bike's a lot quicker at getting about. There's a worm moving there. I thought it to open right beneath me, though. There we go. There he is. Come and get me. Here he comes. £25's really good. And obviously you've got the few hours of play and the time limit to refund it if you wanted to. Right. I can't remember what I'm supposed to be doing. I got so fucking carried away talking about it. I just love this game to the... Yeah. So, yeah, you've got your crafting. Obviously, you can do so much crafting on your person. Oh, Jessica's... Sorry. So yeah, crafting here. Most of your crafting is done in your base. It's only basic stuff you can build on yourself. Inventory, research, where you'd unlock different things. These are the tiers. Steel, aluminium, duralinium, plastinium. Skills for level up. I've got 7 skill points to spend, but I don't really want to spend them yet. This will be your quest log. And what's the word? Archive, encyclopedia. And then, oh, I can customize shit. I ain't naked do that. Ooh. I guess you unlock this as you go. Sweet. Don't apologise, man. Yeah, the service to 26th of May, they're doing the service. Sorry, my daughter's being a pain in the bum. Okay. So we need to go and see the planetologist and hand in the quest, and he's above. He's up there. So it's just a lot easier getting around on the bike. But it is a bit difficult on... It's not very good at motor. Yeah, there's got European servers. I've got a character on an American server. The latency isn't that bad. I mean, the ping, I've got like a ping of quite low on the European servers, obviously. The American servers aren't that bad. They're playable. I suppose it depends how many people are on there, but if they're merging worlds, then I can't imagine the populations, they're doing it because the populations are not high. But they are about to introduce personal servers. So you can transfer a character to your own personal server or host it yourself, so self-hosting, and then you can allow people to play the game, but it essentially turns into a single player game if you wanted to. But you also can change the world rules. I don't know what exactly they would be, but if one of them is turn off taxes or shield degeneration, then that would be fucking great. And then you can just host it and let your mates join you if you want. But if you transfer a character to a self-hosted, you can't transfer it back. You will still get game updates through Steam and stuff, though, which is cool. So I'm toying with that idea, to be fair.
Back. You have? That's incredible.
Oh, wonderful. Say what you will about the old empire, but they knew how to keep a record.
It is. I remember when we played for the first time and ran across the desert, and the sandworm coming after you. You should bet a Jesuit sprint, and just about got away from it. We were all sitting there pissing ourselves laughing.
Yes, of course. I haven't forgotten. Pay attention. Life, all life, is in the service of life. There. Though I must confess, I wasn't expecting such an apt pupil. It was more like you were remembering than learning. Odd.
Bear with me. Right, bye. Okay, so I should have now skills. There you go. I've got planetologist. So what have we got? Suspense. Drop a suspense device that launches yourself and targets into the air. No, I don't want that. Vehicle repair. Cut array mining. Increasing the resources. Yes, I want that. Tinkering a power pack allows you to decrease the recharge rate. Dew gathering. Deep analysis. Still suit seals. Yeah, so it's just this one's more, we're going to help you survive the desert. So I've got 7 skill points. Vehicle repair is a good one. Fuel efficient. Vehicle mining I'm not going to need yet. Vehicle scanning I'm not going to give. Fuel efficient pilot. Ornithopters, I haven't got one. Sandcrawler yield, that sort of thing. Won't need that for a while. Dew gathering I won't need for a while. Because I think right in the first episode, you've got the dew plants that I was drinking from. Eventually you'll get like a scythe that you can collect, use as a Holtzman field to collect the dew from them at certain times of day. I won't, and that's how you get water as well rather than just blood. I won't need that yet, but it is going to come in handy later. Rerouting, tinkering your power package, so recharge rate's better, that's good. Analysis mode of the cut array, your bonus shields are increased, we want that. Then to punish your power pack beyond its power increase, you increase the maximum power capacity. The compactor is used to get certain types of resources from sand. We won't need that yet. That's going to come in handy, but we won't want it yet. Mountaineer is going to be good, so we want... Sync charts we won't need. Mountaineer, so climbing better without reducing stamina, so we want that as well. That's pretty good. Swordmaster we haven't got. Bane Gesserit. Poison tolerance, don't really care. Self-healing. Let's get that. There we go. Mentat we haven't got. Trooper, when we unlock it, we want Sugar Wire, which is this. It's basically a grappling hook that you fire. Welcome back. Apologies for the wait. Is the game taxing? It can be. Depends on the settings, I suppose. Depends on what rig you've got. But if you wanted to get the game, you can find me on Steam, Grumpy Grey Dad. More than happy to accept a friend request. If I'm online and you want to play, I'm quite happy to get you on the same server, help you out. Sometimes people just want to play on their own now, so... also, you don't take falling damage if you're on a vehicle. And your vehicle don't get damaged either. Always fun. Right. So I need to go that way across the Vermillius Gap. That way. It's telling me to do. But I do have quests left here. So maybe we should get them done. I'll see if I can store the base actually. That might be worth it. And I certainly need to find more power. So if I see any power cells on the way, I'll grab them. Oh, fuck off. I'd rather not fight an army of sarduakar right now. I'm running this on a RTX 3070 Ti, 8 gig, and it runs perfectly. So you'll have no problem with a 5060. What processor are you running on? Okay, you should be alright. I did have a i5 10600K and managed to run it fine. It's not what I've got in it now, but yeah, you'll have no problem running it. It's a bit janky, like sometimes the textures won't load in properly and stuff like that, but yeah, it's a survival MMO. Well, it's not an MMO, but motherfucker. It's yeah, it's an online survival game, so it's going to be janky. Yeah. I mean, I run Cyberpunk 2077. I streamed Cyberpunk 2077 on the i5 1060K. So, on the 3070, you'd have no problem with this on your rig. You've got to remember, I'm playing this and I'm running OBS Studio and things like that in the background as well. So, you know, there's a lot of other things going on, not just the game. Right, I need to store this because I'm going in there. Because the bloke I want to kill, I think, is in here. Yep, there's the first one dead. Extract his blood. There's mines in here. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had to adjust some of the settings on Cyberpunk to get it to run properly. But all I did really was reduce the crowd density down, because when it's on full, there's just it seem realistic. There's way too many people just wandering around, so I lowered it slightly and it ran smooth as anything. It's one of them weird settings. And it just seemed... and made the city seem more realistic. Because there was just hundreds of people everywhere. And it's like cities aren't like that. So... good game, though. I do like it. But I do still use it as the benchmark for... can your system run this properly? Yes. Yeah, they do. You're not wrong there. Am I lagging? I think I've got latency. It shouldn't let me do that. There we go. He blew himself up. I know I can't fucking complete the quest, you fucking idiot. Ugh, annoying. That's a bug, it's gotta be. Is he back? There we go. I'm glad I didn't have to wait for a respawn then. That would have been a pain in the bum. I don't normally respawn that quick, so that worked in my favour. Anything over there? No. These patches here, that is quicksand. You will get fucked. That there is drum sand. Quicksand, you're fucked because you can't move out of it and you'll sink into it and you'll die. Drum sand. It'll cool a worm. Like, pretty fucking quick to get out of the sun. Right, now we'll go over here for the next bloke to kill. I've missed out on so many fucking shit here, but I want to kill him. Shit. Let's see. Heat stroke. I batter my water reserves. I mean, ideally, if I'm exploring, I would have put a steel suit on, but I'm fighting people, so I need the armour. Might as well gather them. Luckily, you don't get affected by heat stroke if you're on the bike. Let's see if there's any power cells around here. Doesn't look like it. That's gonna suck. Not really. I mean, you can sort of sneak around, but there's not, like, proper stealth mechanics. I don't know, actually. If there is one. I don't think so. No, I don't think there was. No. I'm not sure if cloaking devices are in Dune lore, though. That's the thing. I've read the books. I don't remember reading cloaking devices, but it was a long time ago I read the books. Hello, Piggy. Where are you? Is that all of them? Yep. Alright, I can go back and hand the quest in, and then I've unlocked the trooper training, which is awesome. Right, all my blood packs are full. That's good. Anything good to collect up here? Nothing major. Okay. Right. My base is closer, so it makes sense to drop shit off there. I do have quests at Griffin's Reach for parts of a sandbike, so I could make them at my base whilst I'm going back there. Ooh. Where the fuck am I? Over here. I actually want to visit here because I know that over there is a purple steel suit that's got decent armour as well. Yeah. I'm guessing you're my generation then. Fellow Gen Xer.
I see someone.
Where the fuck are you?
There's my reinforcement.
Okie dokie.
I see someone.
Hello. Oh, the good old days. Right, I might as well get any loot that's in here. It appears there wasn't any. For fuck's sake. Environmental damage is a thing, so I'll wait for the flames to disappear. I mean, the combat in this isn't brilliant. It's functional, but yeah, a lot of people did moan about it, and I'm like, well, it's not a fucking fighting game, is it? It's a survival game. So stop moaning. But some people want everything. It works. Yeah. That's the main thing. Right. Oh, there's another scavenger camp there. Impressive bit of slowdown. Not sure what happened there. I'm just going to explore the other scavenger camp, so I have to come back here because I've explored this little area. It's right in the corner. I'm not going to come back here. Yeah, it is good enough for the game. It works perfectly. I think if they focus too much on combat, it would take away from the other elements. You know, I mean, the aesthetic is very much the Dune movies. But there's nothing wrong with that, because I think they got the aesthetic pretty much spot on. Better than the old 80s David Lynch movie. Although that is a classic. Yeah, I think the music's very good. A lot of the music sounds like it's very much inspired by the movie, even the soundtrack. Right. Yeah, I think that's pretty much covered this area. So I need to zip back over here. Through this bit. Let's wait for him to fuck off. There's Sandworm right in front of me. Hey, been convinced. As I said earlier, feel free to add me on Steam. If you wanted to... I don't get a lot of time to play. Between work and the kids. Got 3 teenage children and a 10-month-old baby. I used to stream like 3 times a day. Now I'm lucky if I can do it once. So, Fridays is usually... It was Wednesdays. But I've been at work all day and then I come home and I've got like an hour, maybe hour and a half before I normally stream. So sometimes I'm just too tired. But I do love this game enough to sort of... That's why I'm drinking Monsters. To sort of go, right, I'm going to stream. So, Fridays would be the day if you wanted to join me. And if you don't mind being on stream. But, you know, if you wanted to just crack on your own. Like, I don't mind watching someone play a game like this, so I can sort of learn the ropes. But playing it myself, I wouldn't want to... Because I could open my base and sort of, okay, give you permission to go in there and, you know, use everything in there and stuff. But then you haven't built it, you haven't gathered it, do you know what I mean? And I always feel like I've missed out a little bit by doing that. So, I try not to, but everyone plays differently. And you're more than welcome. But, either way, there should be links in chat for Discord somewhere. If you type !Discord, it should give you the Discord link. More than welcome to join there. I've got a... Not that it's exceptionally busy, but there is a Dune Awakening sort of like sub-chat. If you had any questions or anything, you can chuck it in there and it'll get picked up by either me or someone else. All the news and stuff is automatically posted there every time the devs post something. I bet it's not done anything, is it? I say do !Discord and nothing happens. For fuck's sake. Nosy, are you there? Hang on. Hold on a minute. Server settings. There you go. Yeah, okay. Right, the link I've just posted has got a never expire on it. Nosy, do you know, is there a way to set it up from your end that if someone does !! Discord, it gives them that link? Ugh. Do I do it in... Where do I do that? Right, anyway. I'll do it after the stream. Hi! Motherfucker. Knock, knock. More fuel cells, fantastic, that's what I want. $203, that's got to be enough for now. Let's get back to the base. Right, so as you can see, leveling up will give you skill points and intel points. So, researching stuff, intel points. Leveling up, skill points. But research, obviously, is slightly more important. Now, you've got the different tiers for different things. So this will be the water discipline. Iron products I could unlock. If it's got the purple thing here, it's locked behind the storyline. So you've got to do the main story quest to unlock it. This here is locked because I've got to spend 100 intel points to unlock it, and I've only spent 41. I've got 26, but to get more intel points apart from leveling up, you go to these sort of places, which are... I don't even know what they are. What are they classed as? I don't know what they call them. But yeah, they are dotted all over the place. You get 1 intel for each. So I've been to that one, so I've already gathered the intel. Later on, in other areas, you get like 3 intel, 5 intel, so you can pick it up quite quickly. You'll never run out, basically. Alright, so during the day, you've got the worry of heat stroke. At night, you've got sarduakar patrols. If that spotlight touches you, a shield goes up and blocks you in the area. And sarduakar drop from the ship, and you've got to kill them all to get out. It's a pain in the arse. So we do our best to stay away from those. Also, you've got area-wide sandstorms. There's one over there, heading in this direction. You might be able to just about see it. There it is. You see it coming in now? The big cloud. I should be able to reach my base before it gets here. You'll get a sector weather alert, and that means take cover, because it will fucking hurt you. It might not kill you, but it will hurt you. So take cover wherever you can. I'm going to try and get to my base. If I didn't have a bike, I'd be fucked. It might not hit us. And then the weekly server reset. Cover, yeah, but inside somewhere, not standing under a rock. Like, sort of if it was coming in from that direction, standing like there wouldn't help you. But the caves I was fighting in, that sort of thing, you'd be fine in one of them. That building up there with the lights on, that's a trade post. It's got doors that close when a storm's coming. If you can make it inside, you'll be safe. But my base is here. I'll be fine in there. Yeah, the server reset, obviously every week, they've tied it into the storyline, so it's actually a planet-wide storm called the Corollis Storm. And what that'll do, obviously it's just a server reset, but it'll also, all the items that I've been gathering, they change position after that Corollis Storm. And the deep desert as well changes. It's coming in, but it might miss me. Once this is all covered, you see it move across the map. If it comes this way, I'll show you. I think it's going to miss us. Yeah, it'll be heading a lot towards us a lot quicker. Right, it's got 14 hours on my shield. So we need to refuel the power generators. I now have 9 days. There's nothing in there, is there? No. What have I got that I don't want? Makeshift gloves and a power pack Mark 1. You. You. And you. Might also do that, because copper ore on its own is pretty much useless. I think I'm alright with that in a minute. I need to deposit the blood. Fill containers. There we go. Don't want to do that. Can I build? No, I can't, not yet. Scavenger steel suit I have. So I want that and that in there. Orange stuff will be you and you. Put you in there. Right, so I've got scrappers, haven't I? That needs you, so I can get rid of that cut array. We'll need that. Need you. Need to make some more of them. There's me money. Right. So, I need more heal kits. No, I don't. I've got enough. That's fine. Probably some more light darts. That's a construction tool. Welding torch. Welding torch I'm not going to need. So, you can go in there. That I will. I'd rather drop the blood off and empty my blood packs first. If I do anything else. That's going to take a little while. They're done, they're done. Scrap metal. Sandbike engine and sandbike tread. And those. Hand that in. Hand the trooper quest in. Yeah, I see. I pre-ordered No Man's Sky. The last game I pre-ordered back in the day. And obviously when it came out, it was not what they told us it was going to be. They basically lied through their fucking teeth. I stopped playing it shortly afterwards. Now, I know full well the last 10 years, Hello Games has actually stuck with it, and they've turned around their reputation. It's now the game they promised us and more. And a lot of people are singing its praises, but that initial sour taste hasn't gone away, and I've tried to play it since, and I can't get into it. Excuse me. I've tried. One day I'll sit down and play it properly, but it just... You're right, some games just don't do it for you. No matter how much you want them to. This one does, but I've got a very short attention span, I suppose, so I'm just like, yeah. I think if I wasn't streaming this, I wouldn't play it, but I think it also helps that I'm doing it. I only play it when I'm streaming. And that's once a week, and that will help me stick with it. I've lost my bike. Oh, I left it over there. I mean, I am midway through an Alien Isolation stream. I haven't played that in months, but I've got to be in the right frame of mind to stream, like not exhausted and not doing it because I feel an obligation to do it, but doing it because I want to and I'm going to enjoy it. Because if you don't, that shows on the stream, I feel. So I will finish it, because I hate not finishing a game on stream, unless it's an MMO or a game like this where it doesn't really have an end. But I will play a game to completion, and in fact streaming has helped me complete some games that I never would otherwise, like Hogwarts fucking Legacy. That game just does not stop. It's a lot bigger than they fucking let on. I was sick of it towards the end. Oh, fuck this. But I finished it. I didn't get 100% by any means, but I finished the story, and that's all that matters. Aha. Power cells. Buggy out for a sec. The nodes do respawn at a reasonable rate. What I tend to do is do a circuit after the Corollis storm. Has 13 days. Oh, that's alright. That'll do for now. Yeah, I'll do a circuit after a Corollis storm, and I need to change this around. Check out where the resources are and go on a gathering mission, and then I'll go round and round that circuit gathering power cells until I've topped it up. I think maximum you can have is 21 days, or just like 20 days and 59 hours or whatever. Something stupid like that, whatever it is. No, that doesn't make any sense still, does it? 23 hours. And yeah, that obviously gives you enough leeway to sort of go, okay, I'm gonna, if I miss a stream, it's not too bad. So I'd like to get it to like 14 days, but it doesn't matter that much because I can always do it off stream. Because no one wants to see you just, all you're going to do is, oh, I'm just going to gather shit. Yeah, man, you're going to love it. You'll get bitten by the bug. Just make sure you've got a few hours to play it, because you're going to need it. Well, I stream for 4 hours. So if you take out breaks and me just chatting shit, you've probably got about 3 hours of actual gameplay. Maybe a little bit more, depending. And this is my second day, and I'm still in the tutorial zone. Near the end of the tutorial zone. I could end it now, to be fair. So, it's at least 6 hours. And I know what I'm doing. I could do it quicker. People speed run it. But I hate fucking speed running a game. Unless that's exactly what I'm setting out to do. Alright, this is the trade post. There's one in every zone. I don't know why it's jittering like that. That's fine now. You'll see the doors. You can see them there. When a storm comes, they close. Now here, you can actually park. If you haven't got a Pokeball for your vehicle, you can park it here and it won't get damaged by the storm. You leave your vehicle there and it'll be fine. But I'm not doing it. Oops. No worries, man. Bike building, that's what I want. Right. Right, the anvil is the next trade post in the next area. The Vermillius Gap. And these are... So one was Harkonnen, one's the tradies. And then the courier run. So, again at the anvil. So, that's all the quests. No worries, man. But please put something in Discord. You don't have to, but it'd be nice just to see how you got on. Let us know what you thought of it. And as I said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. But I'll be more interested in seeing what your thoughts are when you start playing it. And if I've influenced you in any way, then all to the better. It means it's actually worth streaming, and not just for people watching this ugly grey bastard play games for no reason.
It's over then.
Makes it worthwhile.
Did they
I
deserve to
appreciate you
die?
coming by and
Who knows?
chatting to us about it.
But the deed is done regardless.
Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you. Actually, that makes it, gives it a purpose. Do you know what I mean? But the way I look at it is, I'd be playing these games anyway, so I just stream it because why not? I don't sort of go, I'm going to stream this particular game because it's going to get me this many views or whatever. It's like, I'm going to play a game and if that I like.
Oh, they took me to a bar. I'd swear you're a fully trained...
Okay. Yeah, come on, pick it up. Come on. It's like we, like Nolsey and Sparkly, it was in the conversation earlier, in chat earlier, and another lady called Miranda. We all played D&D together, and we streamed that. Not out of any aspirations to be like, you know, like Critical Role or anything like that, but just because we were going to play it anyway, so why not? And it's actually quite popular. We've got some regulars come along and watch. It's good fun, actually. You broadcast from stream. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is it. I mean, I've played before, and I'm literally talking to myself. But I don't care, because I'm just playing. If I love a game like this, I will quite happy. As you saw earlier, the ads started running, and normally I'd run a break for that, so that no one misses anything out. But I was so engrossed in the game, I completely forgot. Right, so this is your skill. So up here, you've got the different classes. So Swordmaster, Bene Gesserit, Planetologist, Mentat, and Trooper. And you pick one at the beginning of the game to character creation, but you can have all of them unlocked and work your way through the skill trees. I chose Bene Gesserit, so we've got these unlocked. Swordmaster I haven't unlocked yet, obviously. Mentat I haven't unlocked, but I've unlocked Planetologist and I've just unlocked Trooper. So you've got your abilities down here. So Q, X and C, you unlock this later. Then you've got your techniques. So you have 3 of them and they are passives, but always bonuses. And then you've got these which are passives as well. The techniques are not activated per se. So that's a good one. I've only got 4 skill points though. I definitely want Sugar Wire Claw. See, that lowers the cooldown, but because I've got this, right, so I definitely want that. No, do. Right, so here, I don't really use Compel much, so I'll put that there instead. So you've got Bindu Sprint, is what I'll run across the desert really quickly. And this is my grappling hook, basically. Very useful at moving around. So I'm pretty much done in this area. Except for the completion's only at 39%. There are say copper products. This is the area I'm in. So all of these are the purple, the rares. All of these are in this area. Somewhere. You've got to find them. I mean, I'm tempted to cross the Vermillius Gap. What time is it? Have we got time? Absolutely the love of games. Since the Commodore 64 days, I've just been... a gamer. You can fuck off. Right. Let's attempt to cross the gap. No you don't. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Oh, he's going that way. That's fine. Right, this is the scary part. Right, we're ready for this. Here we go. Aim for that rock formation dead ahead and hope to fuck I make it. I will summon a worm, but I should be able to make it. Fuck off. Yep. Alright, so I'm in the eastern Vermillius Gap. The colour of the sand changes. Arcade club in Bury. Biggest arcade in Europe, Fab Day out, 4th floor. That'd be amazing. Leeds is a bit far from us. I'm in Hertfordshire. But yeah, that's the sort of thing I would love to do. Right. Next area is here. The sand's this colour because of the iron in the sand. So it gives you an idea. And as I crossed into it, it said that the heat in the area, in this biome, has increased. Each area you go to, the heat increases. Which kind of forces you to upgrade your steel suit if you've got one. This will be iron, I'm guessing. Yeah, see, poor efficiency because I'm using a cut array that's not designed for iron. If I had the improvised cut array, I wouldn't be able to cut it at all. Someone's built a base right there. That looks like an abandoned... It is an abandoned base. That's all that's left is the foundations and some stairs. What I'm going to do is gather some iron. And be careful of these fuckers. I want to store my bike actually. Where did I leave it? Shit. Ah, fuck. There you go. Right. Yeah. Defeat locations there. I can respawn here and then we'll get back to there to get my stuff back.
Identify yourself.
Oh, okay. I didn't lose anything. Somehow I got that. Iron 48. Iron 36. Okay. Maybe that was a quest reward. It may well have been, actually. So I haven't lost anything there. That was good. That's my Bene Gesserit ability. Run fast. Did I still got the iron that I picked up? Yes, I do. Awesome. Right, okay. And what we can do... Thank fuck I stored my vehicle. So that's what happens if you get caught in the fucking searchlight. So, don't, basically. I can see my base. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, don't get caught in the searchlight. Don't get hit. Don't... The worm will kill you instantly. You don't fight it, it'll just eat you. If it catches you. I think on the first death you get a reprieve. You can build a respawn beacon that you plant. Wherever you plant it, you can respawn from there. I always forget to do that though, to be honest. Right. No, I don't want that. I want to go research. And that. Iron ingot. I need iron ingots. I'm hoping. Oop. I can make 14 and I need 10. I don't get very far. That's the first time since I started playing that I've ever been caught by them. I've been eaten by a worm once. Circuits are where you get things from and where you can put them to. I don't really bother with it, but you can kind of automate a lot of stuff with it later on. There are YouTube videos that explain it far better than I ever could. How the circuits work. But that's more sort of like mid to late game stuff than what we're doing here. This is a basic base. Beginning. This is all I can build, basically. But I've built this base because the basic base you don't need to pay taxes on. So I've built this in a way that I should be able to get a buggy in here and an ornithopter up there later on. So what I'm going to do is... Oh, that's enough. Make this. Now, hopefully this will work. There you go. My base has been backed up. I'm basically carrying it around in my gun. Now that means that I don't have to worry about refueling the shield or anything like that. So what I can do now is try and cross the Vermillius Gap again without getting fucking killed this time. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. I try and get across the Vermillius Gap and respawn the base over there. Whoa, what the fuck are you cunts come from? There's that trade post there. I said there's one in each area, but there's also a taxi service between them. It costs you some money, but I've got enough. So you can sort of just go backwards and forwards. So what I used to do was have a base in this area, a base in that area. But it ain't worth doing that. Maintaining multiple bases, because you've got to go backwards and forwards and refuel all the shields. It takes fucking ages. So now that they've got this tool, literally just pick the base up and take it with me over to this area, drop it down in the next tier up. I've got to get there first. But what I want to do... How far away are you? I should be alright. Right, well, it's daytime, so I haven't got to worry about the fucking sarduakar coming after me, but just fucking sandworms trying to eat me. See at the bottom, biome heat increase. Gone up by 1. Get onto rock. There we go. Now, I'm very close to my body, where I died. Let's see if I dropped anything useful. There it is. I don't know if I did. Did I drop anything? Money, fuck. A lot of it as well. Damn, I'm glad I come back here. There you go. Right, now this cut rate. Maybe a bit more iron. Right, now it wants me to build, like, see at the top left, the advanced construction kit, advanced sub-thief, open the map and abandon your bases in Hagar Base and south. Well, I've already brought it with me, so bollocks. But I'm going to have to do that, otherwise I can't progress the main quest. So what I'll do is I'll abandon it and then reacquire it, so I haven't lost anything. Because when you abandon a base, it's not destroyed. It just makes it a free-for-all for anyone else. Right, I want to go that way. But, if you look on the map, we've got quicksand. So I need to be careful. It keeps doing that. You can't really see quicksand until you're almost on top of it. Is that quicksand or drum sand? That might be drum sand, actually. Let's go across it. Drum sand. Basically increases your vibrations a lot. Yeah, see? To attract matey boy. Am I going the right way? I am indeed. Right, so I want to go over here. Because that's where... I've got quests to take me there. It's basically telling me where the next trade post is in this area. You have this thing called a probe. It could just be loading assets. It should be loading quicker than that, though. But, yeah, so you've got this thing called a probe launcher. And you do it... Oh, okay, cutscene. There's Zentara sitting on top of that.
You might have seen my little pyrotechnics display, off-worlder. But whether you did or not, the long and short of it is that I must go. And quickly. The sarduakar have my scent, and the Emperor's hounds are not known for their mercy. I do not know when we will meet again.
Then why did you shoot that down?
Continue to follow your path. Let the desert teach you as you walk in the footsteps of the Fremen. Find allies. It is hard to survive without friends. And remember, Arrakis will sharpen you, off-worlder. Make sure you become the right kind of blade.
Oh, okay now. Okay. You can actually get to the top of that. Yeah, so the probe, you launch it, because at the minute, obviously, you can only see where I've been, but it will clear the whole map, and then you can see all of these markers and stuff. Not the scavenger camps. You only see them when you're close to them, but it will show everything else. But it's easy to navigate. But I know that you see the trade post, you see the lights on it. So I had to cross there, but I know full well there's going to be fucking drum sound in the middle. Right, checkpoint. So if I die again, I can respawn here.
No, not lost, sir. She's dead.
Oh, tragic. Truly tragic. But they say the desert kills the weak.
My God, man, she was one of yours. Cousin, even.
I am in deep mourning, sir. Rumors of disloyalty buzzed around her like blowflies, but now, who's to say? Certainly not her.
My one pleasure in this hell is knowing that you're trapped here with me.
A momentary setback, I assure you.
Even your Harkonnen masters find
He reminds me of
Maxim.
Londo Malari from Babylon 5.
Tell me, dear Anton, what's it like being the handkerchief your superiors use to wipe the gore of Shining Atreides' honor?
Let's settle this.
Gladly.
By the Lord
laws of Canley.
By the laws of Canley.
By the laws of Canley.
That means no fighting. No fucking fighting. Right, so this trade post, I've got quests to hand in. I've got the tradies post, a Harkonnen post. There's my quest bit. So, accept the contracts. This.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears.
See, I can now go to Haga Basin.
The basin is a pretty big place. Could you narrow it down a little?
Which is where I am. The whole area map is Haga Basin. Oh, okay. I suppose it's because it's loading in the assets. Once it's done, it's done. You've got the shaders when you first load it up. And then it's got to verify them every time you boot up. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, so Haga Basin is the whole map. And you've got different areas within it. And I've only been between the Anvil where I am now and Griffin's Reach trade post. So this will take me back to that starting area in an ornithopter. There's no cutscene for it, sadly. But
alright, suit yourself.
You can go to Arrakis, so Atreides' home city, or Harko village, the Harkonnen one. We're kind of neutral at the minute. You do pick a side at some point, but you can change that. And you can still visit both. You've got lots of shops there, loads of quests there, advanced trainers there as well. Oh, that'd be nice. I don't need to go there yet, though. What I want to do is see if I can find somewhere to plonk my base. I normally build it over here. Because I know the layout of this area. Someone's built one in the past. Or they're building one. That's what a buggy looks like. Or they're building one. No access. This is in use then. Because just across there, that rock formation directly ahead, that's a different area. See the white line here? That's a different area. See, at the minute I'm in Eastern Vermillius Gap, and then over here is a different area that stretches up here. Then you've got one over here. All of this is Haga Basin. So this will, if I set a base up, this would be right on the edge of it. And you go over here and build a buggy with iron, fuck off over there, and get loads of stuff with your buggy with a cut array on their back. It's easier if you've got someone with you, like another person, because they can man one of you drives and the other one sits in the back with a cut array. But you can just change seats. It's a bit slower. You've got to stop and then go to the back and use the cut array. So it just slows you down a little bit. But if this area is flat enough, I'll plonk the base here if it lets me. And there's my base. Trouble is, because of the placement, it's not as flat as I would like, but it will do for now. Everything should still be working. Yep. Yeah, sweet. Right. It wants me to research that. And because I'm here and I've just done that bit, I can unlock iron products. So the decent blood extractor, the Dew Reaper is what I said you can use to gather water. Medium blood sac is better, carries more. Improved blood purifier, so it's a better ratio on water extraction. Iron weapons. Chris knife would be nice. Better power packs, better cut arrays. The repair station to repair gear. A bigger chest to hold shit. Static compactor. It's better advanced construction kit is what it wants me to do now. Leap suspenser belt. Sort of jump really high. I don't like it, so I don't tend to use that. A resource scanner, so I can just scan the area and see what resources are there. I should have one for the bike available. There it is. So, sandbike Mark II, better, faster, better fuel economy, that sort of stuff. So, yeah, that's basically how it works. I'm in the iron area now, and you just go up by tiers. I mean, to progress the main story, it wants me to build that. To construct or interact with an advanced sub-thief console. Yeah. So it wants me to place one. Which I'm not going to do. The blood. Right, so you extract blood from your enemies with... I mean, I've got an improvised blood extractor, so it's the basic one. It's not very good. So extraction efficiency is 10%. So, obviously, this one. Extraction efficiency is 20%. So, when you kill someone, you extract their blood, and the blood goes into a small blood sac, or a blood sac. Now, this can hold 3,000. So basically 3 enemies that I extract blood from, I can put in that one, that one, that one, and that one. You can build as many as you want. This one has 9,000. So a lot more. And then once you've got blood in it, you take it to your blood purifier. I have a basic one here. You drop the blood in, and it changes it into water. The processing rate is only 5 mils per second. And the water capacity, process capacity is 6,000 millilitres. This can only hold 1,000 millilitres, which is why you build a water cistern, which is basically a chest for water. Each one has 5,000 mils. So when this is full, so total, I've got 11,000 mils max I could have water at the minute. The... where is it? So, water extraction facility efficiency is 40%. It's a lot better. Still only 1,000 on the water capacity, what it can hold. But it's a lot quicker. Changing blood into water, basically. And in Dune or Arrakis, water is life, basically. You can get a bigger cistern, medium water cistern, holds a lot more than 25,000, because when you start building shit or refining stuff, just like here, the iron uses water, steel uses water, and some of the more advanced construction things use water in the construction. The higher tiers you get, because in a minute this is a general fabricator, it's basically like a 3D printer. You'll get a vehicle fabricator and a garment fabricator and an equipment fabricator. All use power, all of them use water. So you're going to need to keep it going. It's all like part of the whole mechanic of the survival game, I suppose. I need a lot more generators. You can get wind traps that... is that water or power? I can't remember. I think that's power. Either way, you get like generators outside, but you've got to keep them lubricated, a bit like I've got to keep these power cells. So it's a constant maintenance because the desert itself is just beating the shit out of you. See, the trouble is, because I've built this... have I got it on me? I have. Right. Let me show you. Right. I can only build within this box. And because this is on a slope, it won't let me build there because it says it's outside, because technically it would be. Which is a pain in the arse because I'd want a ramp there. But I think you can get a... I can't even place that. Half stairs. Yeah, because the it's not big enough. So the base isn't going to stay here. I need a flat surface. Otherwise, my buggy, I'm going to have to jump every time I try to get in it. That's going to be annoying as fuck. So. Yes. But I might as well call it here, to be honest, because I'm in my base. It's here, actually, what I need to do before I do anything else. Is clear the map. I don't need you. I need to build a probe. You only need one probe per map area. But you've got to be a certain height. So I've got to go up at 98 metres. That's the sugar wire. Another 75 metres. Damn. That there is flour sand. You get it with a compact. You can go up and like collect little bits, but you get it with a compactor. But the worm will come, so you need to be quick. It's loading again. A bit of stuttering going on. That's annoying. Didn't mean to do that. Right, that's on the left. That's my water meter. The blue one, just below where it says unsheltered. Cheers, Jeff. You take it easy. Thank you so much for joining. I hope to see you on Discord, man. And please do let us know you get on. If you've got any questions, feel free to let me know. And as I said, if you wanted to see the start of this, then it is on YouTube. But if you've got time to hang about, I'll show you what the probe launch looks like. If I can get up here. But yeah, see the water meter just on the left. The higher that is, the more stamina you're going to have. which is the green bar that just refilled itself because I found a flat place to sit. Alright, see if it will let me launch it now. Right, another 20 metres. Fuck's sake. Luckily, I did pick a skill that allowed me to not use so much stamina when I'm climbing, because this would hurt otherwise. Right, this should let... No! Fuck off. There's a storm coming, and it's coming this way. Shit. It's going to be here in 20 seconds. Right, there's your probe. In a minute, the map looks like that. In a minute, it will be clear. The storm's coming in. Come on, come on, come on.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I'm well aware. Don't run out of battery, please. Right, let's go over here so you can see the storm coming in. Boom, there we go. I'm in the storm, but I'm safe. Right, that's the map uncovered, this area anyway. And there's the storm coming over. So I've just uncovered this bit. You see the storms are pretty big. This is a big one actually. Come on. There we are, it's past now. Alright, so this is why I put my base here, because it's right on the edge. Of Eastern Vermillius Gap, although that should have cleared the map. There you go. Well, it didn't for some reason. It should have done. Because these are showing up. This should all be clear. Weird. Must be a bug. That's annoying. But yeah, so you can see the areas I can visit. And across here would be a different area. Well, yeah, there you go.